By the way, I've got a new list of 5 guys that I no longer care about in the NBA. I no longer care about these 5 guys.
What made you say, I'm going to go write these guys down?
I'll tell you why. I went and I started looking at, started reading up on sports of the day, and I saw this guy's name, and I'm like, who cares? These guys, I'm sick of them.
Wow.
And also, they're no factor anymore.
I like this. Are you teasing this, or are you going to go now?
James Harden.
Steiny,
joke.
I'm on a divorce.
Russell Westbrook.
No.
Joke. Kyrie Irving. Joke. And I'm throwing Paul George in there.
What has he done?
They're no factor. Those guys are no factor. Oh, where's James Harden going to end up? Who cares? What does it matter?
The world cares.
What does it matter?
It does, Steiny.
To whom? Not to the team that gets him. He's not a winner anymore.
He won you 2 games in that Eastern Conference Finals, and had Embiid been on his A game, that should have been enough. And Embiid wasn't on his A game. Harden, I get you, because I want a divorce. I'm tired. But James Harden single-handedly won the Sixers 2 games, and Embiid was supposed to take him home, and he turned into Larry Bird from the outside. So I am turned off that he doesn't look at Philly and say, this is my last spot to try to get a chip. So I'm with you. But Paul George, he's done nothing to be on that list. And Kyrie Irving, you're a little too hard on him, Steiny.
James Harden shot 39% in the postseason.
Okay.
That's 2s and 3s. That's not 3-point percentage.
That's 3s.
That's worse than Iverson.
He won you 2 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year in the playoffs, he shot 40%. In the play.
All right, there's going to be a line around the corner for him. And
no, there's not.
Well, why is
Who wants him? Who wants him for $35 million? It'll be one of 2 teams.
He opted in.
Let me tell you, here's the other thing. And you can play this back tomorrow or the next day if something changes. He doesn't have the guts to go to Miami. He does not have that guts
I don't think he's Pat Riley's type, though,
It says Miami's interested along with the Clippers.
Well, because Miami needs one more thing. They do need something, and he's in Portland. What would you tell Dame? Because he's on my list. Why are you loyal to these people? Go win your chip, son. You got people beckoning for your services.
Who? Nobody's giving up anything for Dame Lillard. You can't even get Bam out of bio from Miami. You say, hey, we want Lillard. And they said, well, what about Bam? Hit the bike.
Look at you, Caleb Martin.
Yeah.
That's Vincent.
Yeah. He's a free agent, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Mike's in San Francisco. What's up, Mike? How you doing? What do you got?
Hey, fellas, how you guys doing this morning?
Hey.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, hey, man, y'all compliment each other well, right?
Thank you.
And I also wanted to tell you that shots was fired yesterday because my man went in on old Merle yesterday, right?
Yeah. Do you know Merle?
And one other thing. I don't know Merle, but I don't think Merle going to be calling no time soon. Right?
Oh, man.
Hey, I wanted to say this, though, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, the basketball is simple, man. You got the pick and roll, and you got the way the 3-point game. And we got the potential to play both ways now with Chris Paul. And we got these 2 new guys, and I want to know if anything you think that both of these guys are left-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to know about that, what you think about that. And also, man, with Poole, he was broken, man. Draymond broke his spirit, man. It was good for him to move on. And I wish him well. But and we right there, man. We got what we need. These guys are pro ready. These guys we just drafted, man. So what you think about that?
I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead, because I got something for you.
Tell
too.
you what I think. Well, you go ahead first.
I was watching the match.
See, that's what I was doing.
And Bonte asked me a question on our little video down. You can find it at 957thegame.com. Maybe I overreacted.
Probably.
Maybe I'm disrespecting the Warriors and their IQ in regard to CP3 and this fit. And we do know Chris Paul does not wear Stacey Adams on the hardwood, Kenneth Coles. So he's not going to fall. And maybe that's what they need is some structure coming off the bench or with the second unit, or if he start. Why would Steph Curry and company, when they know what time it is, bring a guy in that they thought would make them worse? So from that vantage point, people, I'm not going to rescind how much I miss Jordan Poole, but I'm going to give this a try. But Steiny, they need size. They need youth. He doesn't have those attributes, and that's what scares me. Those two lefties that got drafted, who I'm going to see Monday at the California Classic in SAC at Golden One, Steiny, we don't even know if they're going to make the big club.
Oh, is this Shams' tweet? I can read it from the text box. That one I haven't heard. The Indiana Pacers are nearing a trade sending guard Chris Duarte to Sacramento for draft compensation.
He can play. That Harrison Barnes, HB gets paid. He stays getting paid. So I'll say this. They needed, if they could have got OG Anunoby, but we could say that the Kings. If they could have got Siakam, but we could say that for every team. I thought they wanted to make Harrison, get a better version of Harrison Barnes. They didn't, and to his credit, he remains a king.
You're doing it again.
What?
You're coveting guys on teams that didn't even make the playoffs, thinking they're big boys.
The two that I just mentioned, Toronto, they're champions. They won before.
Oh, okay.
And you know who they beat? Our own Golden State Warriors.
Well, no, you didn't count that though. Remember, you count the Warriors have winning 5 in a row because they got hurt one. So they didn't really beat the Warriors.
They beat the Warriors thoroughly.
Jocko's in Spain. What's up, Jocko? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, you guys. I'm living it up here on the coast of Brava right now. Loving these Mediterranean waters. Listen to it on the Odyssey app. You guys sound great.
Wow.
There you go.
Hey, and Steiny, before I get to my basketball take, roundabouts. You are absolutely right when you talk about roundabouts. It's a wonder over here. There's no stop and go traffic.
Thank you.
A little bit of a slow and go at moments, but everyone gets around and everyone knows what they're doing. And it's a marvel.
Yep, I agree.
Dude, he's a P1, yeah.
On to basketball. James Harden to the Clippers looks like a match made in heaven. It's a guy who comes up short in the playoffs and two guys that can't stay healthy for the playoffs. So I don't fear him going at all. And then, Kyrie, I think he's going to end up staying. And then Dallas, I don't really see much of a market and teams having money to pry him away from there. And then I don't know if you guys are talking about the layoffs at ESPN.
Yeah.
Never really a fan of Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, so I probably not those guys. Jalen Rose, I thought he did an okay job, but I was never a Van Gundy fan myself. I know you guys had him on. I enjoyed his interviews, but just like Jackson and Van Gundy complained most of the game about the rules and the way it was called.
Yeah.
Anyway, love listening to you guys while I'm over here across the Atlantic.
Yeah, thanks,
happy
Jocko.
4th.
Appreciate it.
So does that mean, where are we at? Can we play the Van Gundy? I don't care.
I don't care.
That stays. He'll be back. TNT will hire him by tomorrow.
I don't care.
Why do people? I think Van Gundy's great. I
Well,
think
of
he's
course,
absolutely
that was
great.
from this interview.
We didn't have to play my question.
Well,
damn.
No, it was a
Y'all
fair,
cutthroat back there, Evan and John.
Were you just on the phone, Goo?
Yeah,
what
the wife
happened?
called, and I thought,
whoa.
Yeah, she called. So where do you go when the wife calls?
Well, I know
work?
why she called.
I got
she thought
3
you were
kids.
cheating on her.
No, that might be a thing.
I think it might be.
Hey, but I just
What's
said
up?
something's
Is
wrong with the
everything
kids.
okay?
No, she forgot I was on air. She don't listen anymore.
How do you-
Stoney.
That's like my dad, but he's 97.
Dude, I got Norm's car. He had the competitor station on. We had a little talk about it. I said, boy, what's going on, Norm?
Norm.
Yeah. He said
So
it was,
wait, is everything fine with your kids?
yeah, she got it mixed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Or she forgot.
Did you love or hate Jeff Van Gundy?
I loved him with 2 L's.
Okay.
I'm hurt. I am hurt. Jalen, because
Mark Jackson should have
no,
gone?
listen, I told you they were the best thing going. Bring Mark Jackson and Van Gundy. You said something in the boss's office this morning. Evan and I like to fell out because Evan is going to be a future Van Gundy or Breen. Steiny, I watch games back, and sometimes I watch them back with the pleasure of listening to the commentary. It'll be I get the 2-for-1, I call it. The commentary and the game. But he was himself. He said what was on his mind. He talked about the game, what they needed to fix. Why are the layoffs happening in Matt Steinmet's opinion? Because I don't have any inside sources. I don't know if you do, but when you look at this in totality, Steve Young, Susie, Jalen, why do you think this is happening all of a sudden? But yet the McAfees, the Stephen A. Smiths, who we love, friend of the show, they're making buku money at this same company.
I'm not a business insider.
Andy Dolich.
So I don't know. I bet, you know what, though? I have a sneaky feeling it might have to do with money. What do you think?
Yeah, you're on the mark.
Yeah. My question is, what do you like in an announcer or a commentator or a play-by-play man or an analyst? I liked Van Gundy because I just liked the way he approached the game. He didn't lionize these players. He didn't. The only problem I had with Van Gundy is he sticks up for every coach under the sun because he's a coach. He never thinks any coach has any responsibility for being fired. You know, a guy could go 20-62 and go, what do you want him to do? Anyway, but Van Gundy I think is great. He knows the game. And I actually do think him and Mark Jackson are terrific together.
That's what's going to hurt.
Well, I don't know who's going to.
Well, Breen will be with Mark Jackson most of the time. That's still the A team.
Yeah, but they need another one in there. They need a Van Gundy to keep it.
Tubman Marge says, Guru, they're doing this just to change it up on YouTube. Ernie Chavez, Guru, it's about digital content now. Well, no, it's not, Ernie, because you still have to have somebody call the games. And they were the best trio. I hated, TNT. I couldn't, in the playoffs were on TNT, some of the games, Warriors playing TNT. I was like, can I just get Van Gundy and the gang to do the Warrior games? But now he's gone.
Ken Wiegand says, I turned down the TV announcers and sync up Tim Roy.
Well,
best play-by-play guy in the NBA. Yeah, why do I have trouble syncing it up?
That's how I am. One's
it's
faster.
Always like Tim Roy's like Curry from 3, good.
Yeah,
and then you look up and he's at half court getting ready to shoot a 3.
Talk to me. Tell us how to fix that.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Max Kellerman let go.
Yeah. It's a shame.
I got a prediction.
Oh.
I think Skip has found his new partner. He's been off 3 weeks, Skip, trying to find a new one. I think I'm putting cap. Jalen Rose will be his next partner.
All right. And do you have any sources?
No, I just know Skip needs a big boy.
What about Nick
there.
Wright?
I have no sources. That's a great show he has. First Things First with our guy Broussard and the
what
other
about
guy.
Kenny Achu?
Emmanuel Achos.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, that show needs a little help. Yeah.
Bless you, Steiny.
That show is, yeah.
What
our
about,
guy Bucher's on there. I text him to try to get him on.
What about, Jameel Hill?
Jamel, she's very into the politics now. She'll say what it is.
Yeah,
she had a lot of thoughts on this affirmative action getting flushed down. Dude, if we could do politics, I'd get fired. I'd be out here by 11.
Well, you don't know enough about politics to do a show on politics.
Norm
you barely
is
know
my
enough
dad.
about sports.
Norm is my pops. You better learn me, man.
I did learn you. I've learned you like the back of my hand, and you don't need a political show.
No, I'll just tell you what I think about stuff like that. Yeah,
I know. You're a Law and Order guy, I can tell.
Talk about
SVU.
gas.
Huh?
SVU.
Yeah. Dude, that show never got me.
What show? What?
Law and Order.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Special
What is
Victims Unit.
SVU?
Oh,
Special Victims Unit.
Oh, my God. You guys. By the way, if anybody's thinking of going to Tahoe this weekend, don't.
Why?
It's going to be a zoo up there. Poor Willard.
All the reason to go. Oh, he's already there. He's posting pictures.
But it's all bad up in Tahoe, my sources are saying.
Why are you hating?
Because there's too many people up there.
That's called a party.
No, it's called stuck in traffic.
Oh, Steiny. He's probably on the water. The pictures I saw, the lake.
Yeah, with boats everywhere.
It's like the Ozark.
No. Look, read the San Francisco Chronicle, like
I
Clay
do.
Thompson, and you'll
I
see
heard
that
that yesterday.
Thompson and you'll see that Lake Tahoe is very crowded this weekend.